and it makes me so sick. Like, I want this prophet to suffer. Like, Alexis Henderson, can he just not have a peaceful death? Please, like, he must suffer. This man must suffer. He needs to suffer for what he's done. Hello, you guys. It's been a couple of days since I've given any reading updates for this vlog, but what has happened? What has happened is that I finished reading The Ravens, and I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4.5 stars. I have not posted my review on Instagram yet, but I'm gonna do it today still. Today, by the way, is the 9th of September, and it was really good. It was really good. There was some plot twist that I did not see coming. I thought I figured out who our villain was, and then realized no, it's not. And then I was shocked to find out who it is. Okay, I was disturbed by the phone call, but I was saying that I really had a great time reading The Ravens. It is a YA fantasy, if you did not know. It is written by 2 different authors. I did not feel like it was written by 2 authors at all. It flowed so easily. The writing style was really good, and the plot was really good. The plot twist was really good. So yeah, I really had a great time reading it. And then I picked up The Year of the Witching, as well as The 6 Lives of African Women. So I am swapping between these 2 books physically and reading 1 chapter of each and then alternating it like that. I'm still like in the beginning of both of them. I think for The Year of the Witching, okay, I don't think I know for sure because I can check. I'm on page 41. It is the kind of book that makes you want to page through and see what's going to happen, even though it's still in the beginning of the book. It gives me that feeling of, okay, I want to know what's going to happen. And The 6 Lives of African Women, like the title suggests, that is exactly what it is, and I'm interested to read from different perspectives and different experiences, and yeah, see how that goes. At the same time, I am listening to an audiobook. I am listening to The Unhoneymooners by I'm not sure what the author's name is, but it is so good. It is so good, you guys. I started listening to it yesterday, and I think I'm on chapter 13, which is probably about 65% of the book, and I just can't stop listening to it. Like, this is my lunch break right now, and usually I would come and like read a physical book because then I'm listening to the audiobook as I work, but I just can't stop. It's too good. It's too good. It is steamy, so smutty. The banter is on an ultimate high. I love it. I am loving every single part of it. Guys, please give me suggestions for books like this one. I want romances like these. I like them. This, the Helen Huang's books gave me the same feeling. Love it. Love. This is the kind of smut and banter and romance that you don't get in a YA, and you just need to pick up an adult romance because that's where it's at. That is where it's at. But anyway, I was just listening and thinking how good this audiobook is. I borrowed the audiobook from Libby. Finally registered for Libby. Previously I was using AnyPlay. I had a free subscription with AnyPlay, they offered me the free subscription a couple of months back to try out the app and give them feedback on the app. And recently they sent me a message saying that they're changing their requirements, and in order for me to continue getting the free service, I would need to commit to doing like a post a week and a story a week. And I had to gently decline, because even though it doesn't sound like a lot, I know myself, I don't listen to that many audiobooks that I can commit to posting different content for the app on a weekly basis. I would end up posting the exact same thing every single week and be stressed out by it, and I just couldn't do it. So yeah, I had to unfortunately say thank you for the offer, but and it was a great time using the app, but I cannot continue with it. It's honestly just gonna create too much stress for me. I mean, I'm already struggling to keep up with my normal Instagram posts and book posts and book reviews and all of that. I honestly do not want to add more stress to myself, especially considering that I'm not getting paid in monetary value for it. Yes, I get a free subscription, but if you pay me to do it and I have to do it like a job, then trust me, I will make a plan. I will make it happen. But I feel that it is not worth the stress that is going to put me through, because I think it's also going to affect my content on Bookstagram if I have to forcefully post videos about the app every single week when I literally would have nothing to post. It would sometimes take me weeks to finish one audiobook, so I honestly have no idea what I would post about. So yeah, I had to unfortunately break my ties, and also my subscription with SCRIBD also expired yesterday, I think. So I'm so glad for Libby finally giving me a library card so that I can use it. So I'm using the University of Johannesburg one and the Gauteng one. So I'm signed up to both of them, and that's where I'm listening to the Unhoneymooners on. I've already also borrowed another book that I want to listen to, as well as put 2 books on hold. So I'm geared up for a while, so I'm good. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go back to listening to my audiobook, and yeah, I'll chat with you guys in my next clip. Hello, you guys. It's Charity here. It's Friday. It just went after 1:30 p.m. I'm waiting for you know who to come out of work, and I just thought I'd give you guys a quick update, because I guess, like I said, these are the times when I have time to do it. So anyway, the last time I spoke to you guys was actually yesterday during lunch, and I was saying that I was listening to the Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren, I think. Anyway, I was listening to the Honeymooners and I finished it. I could not stop listening. I was so engrossed in the story and the smutness of it and the banter of it. I just loved it. I ate that book up. I really, really enjoyed it. I think I would definitely be considering getting an audiobook to... No, not an audiobook. I think maybe I might consider getting the physical book to own, maybe to read again another day. Oh, he's coming. So yeah, I finished that book. It was so good. I really enjoyed it. I listened to it while I worked. So yeah, it was really not much of a distraction, but it was really good. I ended up giving it a 5 stars on Goodreads. And yeah, so now I started listening to The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Ahdieh, which is a fantasy, I think. Well, I think it's a fantasy, yeah. And the audiobook is it's not difficult to listen to, but I'm finding it difficult to concentrate, and it feels like one of those audiobooks that needs a physical book for me to follow with, so that I can see the people's names, because they're not like easy catchy John and Sarah kind of names. So yeah, I'm still trying to get into that. I borrowed the book from Libby as well, and
do you think we're gonna make it?
I think so, if we leave.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm currently listening to that book now.
Hi guys, welcome to our channel.
Anyway,
Yo,
I'm wondering why you still have your...
You're not even done.
So yeah, so I'm still also reading The Year of the Witching. I didn't get much done or much read, and I'm still have to continue with the, oh my goodness, the sex lives of African women. I hope that I can finish these 2 books by Sunday. Today's Friday. I don't know. I'm home this weekend, so we'll see how that goes. So yeah, that is my reading update for now. We're heading to go fetch my husband's license, because he's been an illegal driver. He says he's been riding dirty. He's been an illegal driver for a very long time. So we're gonna go fetch his license now, and I hope we can make it. So in the meantime, we're gonna share some blunts. And I'm gonna continue reading The Year of the Witching. So I finally started reading something. I read a little bit from The Year of the Witching, and I think I got the story all wrong. Sorry, I'm having issues with my throat today. So I'm reading the book, right, and I'm waiting for our main character Emmanuel to come into her powers. I'm like, she keeps going to the dark forest and the dark forest keeps calling to her, and she keeps seeing all the witches, all the original witches. And I'm like, okay, where's your powers? But she doesn't necessarily get her powers. But I have a theory, right? So she lives in Bethel, and in Bethel, it's like back in the day, right? So again, all a woman has to look forward to is at this point seeing her period for the first time, because that means that she skipped over to womanhood and then getting married. And these prophets, self-claimed, you've got these prophets that it's almost like every time there's a young girl who bleeds for the first time, they're like, yeah, you're gonna be mine. And they've got multiple wives, being greedy as they are. And Emmanuel had never had a period before, so everybody thought, oh, whenever there's something wrong with you. Plus your mom also, there was something off with her. And sinning is like a big deal. And sinning could mean anything. For example, it's a sin to swim. It is a sin to know how to swim. And luckily for Emmanuel, her friend taught her how to swim, and she got herself out of a very, almost like a hectic situation, because she knew how to swim, right? And fine, she kept getting called into these dark woods. The first time she went, she saw something, and then she was told never ever go back. But she did go back because she got called again the second time. And when she saw what she saw again for the second time, something happened to her. She started getting her period, and she remembers running home. She remembers running home, and she woke up basically on the kitchen floor with dirt all over her, and she's still bleeding. And then she wakes up that morning, cleans up, goes through her day. She's a shepherdess, so she goes through her day. She takes her sheep wherever they need to go, and then one of the little girls that live with her screams, and then they find that there's there's blood in the well where they get the water. And then next thing, there's bells sounding, and they are notifying basically everybody that something's going on. We have a plague on our hands, and the first plague is blood. And she basically saw that from her mother's journal. And I'm like thinking, could it be that when she bled, finally she released a plague? I don't know, because I don't know what this book is about. I have no idea. But yeah, like I said to you guys earlier, this is a page turner. And for me, going into this book knowing absolutely nothing about the book is helping me want to continue reading. I know it's happening because I have no idea what the book's about. I am a little bit confused as to what's happening, but I still want to go on and find out and figure out where we're going with the story. So I just wanted to come here, say that little piece with the daughter in the background, and then I'm gonna go continue a little bit with her hair, and then I'll continue reading, and then we'll see how I feel afterwards. But yeah, catch up with you guys later. Good morning, you guys. Today is Monday. I think it's the 17th. No, sorry. Today is Monday, the 13th of September. I am not at work because I am sick. Currently, I have flu. I feel like I'm always feeling sick during these vlogs, but anyway, guess this is the time where I get to actually be at home and maybe record some videos. But yeah, it's currently 9:30. I should actually be getting ready to leave to go to my doctor's appointment, which is at 10 o'clock. But I'm feeling a little bit weak and tired and lazy, and I just wanted to give you guys a reading update before I go. So still reading The Year of the Witching, and this is the only book that I actually read throughout this weekend, and I made a bit of progress. I'm currently on page 188, which is about the 50% mark, and like I said before, this book is a page turner. We're following Emmanuel living in Bethel, and Bethel is a very religious place, and their religion believes that there's two entities. There's the Father, who is the light, and then the Mother, who is darkness. So every time they mention the Mother, it's all about darkness, it's all about bad things, and the Father is the light, and the Father is our, Redeemer, whatever. And the other thing that's happening here is there's prophets. So they have their main church, and the church is headed by the prophet, and the prophet he's a prophet because he can prophesy and see the future or whatever, and only men can be prophets. And every time there's an heir, when he's close to basically him being the prophet, then actually just before he becomes a prophet, he has to first get his first vision. And when he gets his first vision, it usually means that the old or the current prophet is actually about to die, which is what's happening in the story. And this prophet is, I want this prophet, I want him to suffer, you guys. I want him to suffer the things that he's doing. So he's got multiple wives. Most of those wives are still children. Basically, as soon as you get your menstrual cycle, they come and say, oh, you're a woman now, so you can actually be my wife. And we found out now that one of Emmanuel's friend, the only friend that Emmanuel has, her name is Leah. She recently got married to the prophet, and there's a scene where Leah was telling Emmanuel that she's pregnant. So she got married to the prophet a month ago, right? And she's pregnant. She's 6 months pregnant, give or take a few weeks. I was like, if you're 6 months pregnant, but you just got married to the prophet, whose baby is this? And she's like, no, it's the prophet's baby. So it seems that this prophet basically targeted this child before she even had a menstrual cycle. And because the kid used to go and work at the church and help out, and he was sleeping with her before she had a menstrual cycle. By the way, she had her cycle when I think she was 13 or something like that. Or did they say 13? I don't know. But he started sleeping with her before she was 13. Guys, this is rape. This is rape. And it makes me so sick. I want this prophet to suffer. Alexis Henderson, can he just not have a peaceful death, please? He must suffer. This man must suffer. He needs to suffer for what he's done. So yeah, a lot of these men, a lot of these apostles, they call them, they take advantage of young women, and young women, or actually all the women in Bethel, they're under the this, well, it's a belief because this is what they've been taught all their lives, but it's like a woman is a devious creature. A woman is only darkness. So it's like, as a woman, you're always working on proving yourself and making amends for things that you don't know, because the devil is the woman in this case. And we also have the plagues happening, so there's a lot happening in here. So there's witchcraft in here, there's plagues happening. And if you guys remember when I made a prediction that I feel like what's her name, Emmanuel released the first plague when she had her period in the dark wood, I was right. That's exactly what happened. Now we have the second plague upon us, and I don't know what's caused it. Like, I have no idea what caused the second plague already. So yeah, I actually need to go. But yeah, okay, it's 9:35. But yeah, I'm still reading this book. I am still enjoying it, even though there's parts that will make you upset, like what I just explained now with the rape, statutory rape, these funny rules that they have, like no one is allowed to leave Bethel. Every other place outside of Bethel is basically, it's a bad place. It's just sinners everywhere. I'm like, what are you doing in your own backyard? This prophet is busy abusing abusing his wives, sleeping with young women. He's not a good man, you guys. He is not a good man, and everybody's making excuses for him because it's like, oh no, but the prophet, he's also still a man. He has his weaknesses, blah blah blah, but he's still a man of God, or the man of the, or they don't say God, but they say the man of the Father. I'm like, nah, bro, don't come with those excuses. You is a bad man, is a bad man, is a bad man. But anyway, let me go to my doctor's appointment, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Hopefully I can finish my book today. We'll see how it goes. Bye.
Are you excited for your book and your ice lolly?
I am so excited for my book and my ice lolly. Are you excited for your ice lolly?
And I'm excited for my lolly.
So we're just sitting outside in the garden, having some ice lollies. I actually made this on Sunday. Today's Wednesday and I forgot about them.
Yellow smoothers?
Cheers.
Oh, it's gonna like this one.
everybody has a specific color. Lolly, mommy's yellow, daddy's blue, and Anael is obviously pink because she has to take the best color, right? But yeah, just sitting out here with the family. I am reading A Beautifully Foolish Endeavor, and I'm only on page 15. And I think Hank Green is one of my favorite authors right now. His writing style is so awesome. I love it. I'm laughing throughout and intrigued and looking forward to it. So I'm gonna sit here, enjoy my ice lolly, and continue reading.
Mama, can you take a picture of my lolly?
Yeah, just put it there like this. Can you see?
Mom?
Over here. Put it here. You see? There we go. There's a picture of your lolly.
It's so dark and purple.
It is dark and purple. Hello, you guys. Today is Thursday, and it's currently 6:52 p.m. I wanted to share with you guys what I'm currently reading. I am busy with A Beautifully Foolish Endeavor, and this is by Hank Green. I'm only on page 34. I've been so tired in the last 2 days. I started reading it yesterday, I think, but it's so good. Like, the writing is so good. My gosh, like, I think it's safe for me to say that Hank Green is one of my favorite authors. I love his writing style. I love specifically the way that he wrote these 2 books based on the calls. It's so fun, it's so young, it's so clever. I absolutely love it. It's a little bit mind-blowing. So yeah, I've been so tired, you guys. I really want to read this book, but I've been so exhausted, and I've been looking for an audiobook to pair this with, but I cannot find an audiobook anywhere, and I need to finish this book. I was supposed to finish it tomorrow because I need to review, but I don't know if it's gonna happen, so I guess it will happen whenever it happens. But yeah, this is the book that I'm currently reading and enjoying. And today I listened to an audiobook. I listened to Nick and Charlie and finished it in like basically one sitting. It was so cute. It was so cute. It was so sweet. Like, I feel like it's exactly what I needed to kind of like break the mood that I was in today. I know that I'm seemingly like a little bit mellow today. I'm still tired, but I really enjoyed listening to it, and it made me feel productive to finish a book, even though technically it's the second book that I finished this week. I've actually been doing really well in terms of reading, because for this month alone, okay, I don't have my journal sitting in my bag somewhere far, but I think for this month already I've completed 4 books, because I read The Ravens, and then what did I read after The Ravens? Oh yeah, I read The Ravens. I listened to The Unhoneymooners, and then I read The Year of the Witching, and then I finished Nick and Charlie today. So I've actually completed 4 books already in September. 2 of them were audiobooks, but nevertheless I finished 4 books, and that's really good on my account, because I usually read that many books in a whole month, and today is only the 16th of September, so I'm doing pretty well. Yeah, but I want to finish reading this by the end of this weekend. It's definitely not going to be tomorrow, but hopefully by the end of the weekend I'll be done reading this book. And yeah, I want to share with you guys book that I received today. I received Dreaming in Color. This is by BookedonCharity. This is a South African author. This is what the cover looks like. It's really pretty. So what is this book? This is a debut. Oh, blurred by Gwayita Ngamlana, who's the author of If I Stay Right Here. It says Dreaming in Color exposes the reader through its protagonist to the bedraggled yet colorful magic of queer life, a pertinent and necessary contribution to current literature. And then Tiffany Kagure Mugo, who is the author of Quick Guide to Having Great Sex and curator of Touch, Sex, Sexuality and Sensuality, says that a thoughtful take on a timeless story of love, belonging, and a search for love. So this book is a debut novel by BookedonCharity, and it explores with subtlety, humor, and probing insight the connections between the joyful reclaiming of pleasure and the healing of buried traumas. As students at University of Makanda during the Roads Must Fall campaign, Langa and her lover Kwezi have a passionate and complex relationship. Puzzling gaps in her memory haunt Langa, yet her dreams are vivid with colors and symbols that hint at a nightmare of forgotten violations and losses. So many secrets, and Langa has had enough of secrets and silences. Who can she turn to? Her mother, her grandmother, Kwezi, or herself? Dreaming in Color is Langa's story of coming out to herself, of discerning the history behind the closed doors of conscious memory. So yeah, I'm interested to read this one. It's a very short book, so I will see if I can actually pop it into my September TBR. We'll see. It's definitely not part of my September TBR, but I'll see if I can add it. But yeah, it's a very, very short book. It is 143 pages, and the writing style is not very dense, which I like. So it could be like a very quick read. So I love that for me. So yeah, that's what I've got. And you guys are currently sitting on top of the 6 Lives of African Women that I started, but I haven't necessarily abandoned. I don't have the energy for it right now. I'm not in the mood for it right now. I'm really, really in the mood for this. I just need to get my mind, my body to work with me, so that I can read and not fall asleep every time because I'm too tired or I'm drugged out because I've been sick and obviously taking medication. So yeah, anyway, right now I am going to go play some Borderlands with my husband because we need to spend some quality time together. And then what's the time? 7 o'clock. So, and then probably at like 8:30 we'll come chill here and get some reading done before I have to go to sleep at like 9:30, 10. So yeah, I'm gonna do that right now, and I will probably catch up with you guys tomorrow. Cross fingers with me, guys, and pray with me that the fiber guys come tomorrow. Okay, but by the time you guys watch this, we will have fiber already, but be with me in spirit while I wait for the fiber guys to come tomorrow so that they can put in the fiber finally and I can have internet, guys, and I can upload my videos, because this is not it. It's been 3 whole weeks without having any Wi-Fi, and yeah, it's been a mess. But anyway, I will catch up with you guys later. I am going to switch off my camera so I can charge my battery, and we'll talk tomorrow. So no, sorry, I can't tell you guys what's happening in the book, because a lot of what's happening in the book is very, very, very much linked to what's happened in book 1. Everything and anything I say about this book is going to be a spoiler. So I am sorry, but I can't say anything about the book, but just know that the writing style is amazing and the story is amazing and it's mind-blowing, and it will make you giggle, and it will make your mind explode because it's that good. If you like puzzles, if you like books like what did Starless See? It's not that kind of, it's like a similar vibe in terms of mind. You understand that word, the one that I'm not gonna say because children might be watching and I'm not a vulgar person, but yeah, it does that to you. It's really good. Pick up the series, you won't regret it. You will not regret it. So today is Friday, the 17th of September. I just got home from work. I need to tidy up a little bit. I'm hungry. I think I'm gonna make some popcorn because I have to wait for my husband to come back from the shops and bring some food. So in the meantime, I'm gonna have a snack. I'm gonna make some popcorn, and then I am actually gonna read for a little bit because I haven't been getting any reading done in the past 3 days. I haven't gotten any reading done and it's not great. So I'm gonna tidy up a bit now. Hopefully the fiber guy comes today and can actually sort out our fiber, you guys. If that happens, I'm definitely doing an impromptu live reading sprint. I miss doing those and I need to read anyway, so I'm definitely gonna be doing that. And yeah, so we'll see. Do I even know how to do those anymore? I guess we'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm still reading An Absolutely Foolish Endeavor. I'm struggling to get a audiobook. I actually did find an audiobook, or is it a piece of an audiobook on SoundCloud? But SoundCloud is a streaming service. I don't have that kind of streaming data and it just ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. So yeah, I am listening to an audiobook. I am listening to Before the Coffee Gets Cold, which sounds like it's written really nicely. I like the way the book sounds. It sounds good, and I think I'm actually maybe gonna listen to that while I tidy up the house, since I can't listen to the actual book that I'm physically reading. Bummer. But anyway, I'm gonna do that and tidy up the house, make some popcorn, and have a great old time. Today is Tuesday, 21st of September. I'm busy working instead of reading because that's what I really want to do. But anyhow, I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know that I am currently reading A Beautifully Foolish Endeavor by Hank Green. I'm currently on page 166. So basically in this book we are following 5 different perspectives actually. In the first book we only followed April. In this case we follow 5 different perspectives. The only 3 I can tell you about is Andy, Maya, and Miranda. I can't tell you who the other 2 perspectives are because then I'll be spoiling the book. But we follow those 5 perspectives and they are writing their own story about what happened since the cars arrived and left. And this book is sectioned like that. It's like everybody writing their own story to, I don't know, publish where, but that's how it's been written and I'm really enjoying it. And in certain points of a chapter, let's call it, it leaves you hanging and now you have to get through 2 to 4 other perspectives before you can go back and find out what's going on. So yeah, it's a little hectic in that way, but I'm really enjoying it. Unfortunately, it's going slow. I started this last week and I thought I would have been done already, but I'm still busy. And obviously I can't read now because I'm actually doing some work. So whenever I finish or I stop doing work, then hopefully I can read for another 30 minutes to an hour before I sleep today. So yeah, with that said, I will probably give you guys an update maybe tomorrow. Hopefully I will have made a lot of progress in reading. And yeah, talk to you guys later.